Hello everyone, I'm going to start this video with a grumble, a complain about something, and then we're going to talk about things that I think are not worth you buying, things that actually really are, including stuff from Cartier and Van Cleef. I know I talk about those brands a lot, but I think that there is a way better brand that you can buy from, particularly if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I like the vibe of a stack of bracelets on my arm, but have Cartier and Van Cleef, have they been overdone? I mean, do you know what I mean? So we're going to discuss all of that, but to start off with my complaint, it's to do with, you know, this Coach bag that I got, the mini sort of backpack. I'm so annoyed. I wore it and the paint's come off on the back. Look at this. Look just there. It's gone white. The paint, can you see there, the scuff? The paint's come off, it's gone white, and I don't think this, there we go, it's showing up there, just there. And my complaint really is with Coach. This is my first time having to deal with their customer service, and they are awful. I contacted the repairs team. They asked for photos of the bag itself as well as the damage so they could see, I guess, whether I'd used the bag to death. And then I was asking for, basically, I want this repaired or replaced. Either way, I don't mind, but I want that issue resolved. It's really bad. You can, I think when I show it on camera, it looks like a reflection from the lights, but it's actually just white along there and it's gone rough feeling where the paint's come off. And do you know what they've done? Okay, so I emailed them. They asked for pictures. I sent them pictures. Then in the pictures, they were like, we can't see the damage. So I sent the picture again and I circled the damage, as you can see here. And then I got an email back yesterday. You know when with a company, it's kind of like, okay, case closed. And you get an email saying, we hope that we've helped you. Here's a survey. Let us know how it went. And that's it. And you're never going to hear back from them again. I got one of those. And I was like, oh my God, I was in the middle of talking to someone about this damaged bag. I sent them the pictures they wanted. And then I get a case closed email. It's so annoying and I don't know what to do. But let's get into this. So don't buy this, buy that. I've got a few things here. Some of these things are actually a lot cheaper than that, which is another reason why I wanted to mention this. So let's start with Cartier and Van Cleef. I have said before, with both of these brands, I can't deny I love the pieces that are very popular at the moment. And if someone gave me something from Cartier or something from Van Cleef, I would wear it to death and I would love it. But I don't love them enough to go and spend because I feel like they're overplayed. And instead, I almost don't even want to talk about this because it's on my wish list. And I think that this could get big and then they could put their prices up. But have any of you heard of Happy Hearts by, and I can never pronounce the word, I'm just gonna, I think it's Chopard, but is it Chopard or Chopard? I don't know. Correct me, I know you will in the comments. They have got this gorgeous range of bangles and bracelets as well as rings and matching necklaces. And it's down to personal taste. Some people won't be into hearts, but I saw them when I went into Harrods once. Not long ago, and I saw them and I was like, oh my God, this is the first time that I've seen a designer brand, like a very fine jewelry brand, making products that I would actually buy. When it comes to it's kind of fine jewelry, fast fashion, isn't it, is the way I see a lot of this stuff played out. But I just think that they're stunning, and actually some of them, the bangle, which is what I've got my eye on, the prices vary slightly depending on the stone, that whether you get malachite or onyx or mother of pearl, it changes slightly the price. But you're looking at around about £3,000. Whereas you go to Van Cleef, you go to Cartier, you're spending a lot more than that. The next one, you're going to be possibly surprised about this. Some of you will know that for the longest time, I have been really after an Hermes Constance. And there's a couple of reasons why I've never bought one. The first reason is that ideally I would like to buy one direct from Hermes, because I'm not going to have to pay overs for it. Also, if I can buy direct from Hermes, I can more potentially get the colour and the hardware that I want. But also the other reason why I haven't bought one is, frankly, I, over the last year, have had things that create memories that I've rather spent my money on than dropping £10,000 plus on a handbag. So, for example, I've told you before, I think I told you it on the new channel, but David and I are going on a massive 4-week trip in the autumn sometime. I'm still trying to book it. We're going to Asia. We figured out we're going there. And I'm so excited. It's actually keeping me up in the night at the moment because I'm so excited. I know it's really silly, but it's actually keeping me awake. And I would rather spend that money on that trip and make memories and make experiences than have another handbag. But if you are like me and you want that bag, but for whatever your reason you haven't got it, you haven't been offered it, or you don't want to go and buy secondhand, there are a couple of options. The first one I want to talk about is from Cartier, and this bag from Cartier, I really like it, and I'm tempted to get it. It's about 2,480, I think, from memory. You can get it in, I really like it in the Cartier red, to be honest, but you can also get it in black, I think in dark green. You can get it in different sizes. I think it's very well priced for what you're getting, for the caliber of the brand that you're buying from. But also what I like about it is, if you don't like the big H logo on the front of not the Cartier, on the front of the Constance bag, then I think the Cartier version's quite a good one, because it's one of those logos where if you know, you know. A lot of people wouldn't necessarily know that's Cartier. So I think this is another good thing. But another one you can go for that's similar priced and it's got the same vibe is the Triomphe bag from Celine. Love this bag, really love it in the pink with the gold hardware on the front of it. And again, way cheaper than the Hermes. Now I know with Hermes, it's got an intrinsic value and it's going to go up, etc. And with these other bags, probably definitely the Cartier bag, I can't see that going up in value. I don't think Cartier is a brand that we necessarily think of when we think about handbags, but it is still gorgeous, and if you don't really care, then I think this is a good one to go for. Okay, the next one. The Lady Dior. So if you like this bag, but it's out of your budget, or because of everything that's gone on recently, you don't want to go and buy it, consider the Fendi Sunshine bag. Don't these two look very similar? They're pretty much this. By the way, you can remove this crossbody strap. I just have it on there because I've been wearing it a lot recently. But they've got a very similar vibe, pretty much the same size. What I really like about this is the price. It's under £2,000. Well, when I bought it, it was anyway. It was 2,000, but you can actually get the plain version without this monogram on it for like, what, I think it was 1,800 and something pounds. That Lady Dior is over £5,000. It's a lot of money. And if you just like the elegant look of this, then I think Fendi is a very different vibe to Dior. I find Dior to be very traditional and very feminine, whereas Fendi's a little bit more playful and possibly a little bit more trendy. But I just like this. I think this is a great bag, and it doesn't break the bank. It's still expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It's an expensive bag, you know, all of these bags are, but when you compare it to a 5k bag, it's good value. Right, I want to talk about Balmain. Please excuse the coat hangers I'm about to show you. This item has come back from the dry cleaner and they have put it on this coat hanger. But the Balmain blazer, is this still in fashion? Is this still in style? Does anyone still wear these? I went through a phase where I wore these to death back in like 2016 through to early 2018. I don't wear them so much now, probably because my style has got a lot more casual actually, whereas I find this quite a formal jacket. But the great thing about this is the cut. It is cut beautifully. It's got these structured shoulders. It goes in at the waist. I prefer to wear it open, undone actually, as opposed to doing it up. But it's really good. But however, if you're just thinking it's too much money, but I like it, look at this. Don't they basically look the same? Let me try and back up and show you. They are the same. They are the same thing. However, this pink one, you can get it in loads of different colours. So if you don't like the pink, don't worry about that. This is actually houndstooth, and it's pale pink. This is made in England, and the wool comes from a wool mill in Scotland, is what I remember them telling me. This is from Holland Cooper, and it's basically it's the same cut. It's the same cut. It's got the same gold buttons down the front, only they have got the Holland Cooper logo on as opposed to Balmain, obviously. But the cut of this is beautiful, the details on it, the way it's got this little chain so that you can hang it up if you go somewhere and there's like a peg thing and you need to hang it up. And this is about £350. No, £399. It's either £399 or £350. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll put the price in here. And honestly, if you like that style, that more dressy style, go and check that out. Now, another one that I couldn't quite decide on, but I decided to put it in here because of price, is the Louis Vuitton Capucines. I keep looking at that bag, but in my opinion, it's too much money for what it is. I love it, particularly when they do it in like the iridescent tones, or I saw one last year in Florence that I showed you in a video, and it was iridescent pink. It was beautiful with like rose gold hardware. It was stunning. But when I learned the price, I was like, no. I would not spend that on that bag. It's gorgeous, and you do you. If you're feeling differently, if you're like, no, it's absolutely worth it, that is fine. And let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong. You know, I'm all about constructive criticism, so if there's anything in this video you disagree with, fine. And you know what, I was thinking about it, and there's one bag, again from Fendi, that I would rather have, and it's the Peekaboo, and I've got one here. Now obviously it doesn't have that big LV logo there, but in the smaller size of the Capucines, it's kind of quite similar to this. If you did want a bit of logo going on, it's got the monogram, Fendi monogram on the inside. Really hoping that's showing. And this is quite a bit cheaper than the Capucines as well. I paid around about £3,000 for this. The scarf was separate. And then finally, a lot of you have been asking to see this. How many of you remember when I got this back in January? This is a little square Gucci Marmont. And it's in, you could get it in iridescent pink, green, blue, possibly like a whitish colour, possible, pearl, like a pearl tone. And I got it in the blue in the end. But you know something, if you are thinking about getting that bag, the Marmont, I just want to suggest something that I think's better, and it's the Jackie bag. And I think this is better because the Jackie bag has been around since the late 50s, early 60s. It's a bag that Gucci will always do. If you're watching this and you're like, oh my God, that colour is too much, they do this Jackie bag, well, and the Marmont, they do both of them in black, in creamy white, in so many different colours. So if pink and if blue are not your thing, you know, I quite like colour. I like colourful bags. I do have like plain black ones that I've shown you, but I do like colourful as well. But I just think this is better. It's always going to look current. It's always going to look classic. And also, great thing is you can buckle it up so that it's got just a short top handle, or I've actually put the extender on it because I've been wearing it crossbody, and the extender has got the Gucci red and dark green on it. It's just a really good bag, you know, I can't deny it. And I just think if you're going to get one or the other and you're undecided, because Gucci's a really good brand where you can also get a lot for your money. This was about £2,400, and this one, how much was this? I can't remember. I remember I had like a £440 coupon code that I used towards it. But I think it was about £1,500, which for a bag this size is really good. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would love to get your feedback. If you think there's anything I've missed, if you are somebody who wanted something really badly because social media made you feel like you wanted it and you found something better, that's not so social media driven, let me know in the comments because I would love to know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.